we're back. We're at Hotel or Cafe Restaurant Triana, rather, in Chefchaouen. Just do a quick panorama of the mountains around here. We're out on their outdoor patio, sorry about the sun. And here's the view from the patio. There you go. Hey, this is one of the community ovens here in Chefchaouen. It's not operating right now. The person that operates it, he'll come around 11. He'll start the fire, and then local residents will bring their bread and baked goods to be baked here by him, and they give him a small tip and pay him for that. And here you go. This is the Rif Al Saban oven. Chefchaouen. So we're just going to take a walk across the Spanish Bridge here in Chefchaouen. You can see it was built in the 1400s, and it's a very, very strong bridge. Interesting views. You can see the water down there. Pan through here. So we're still walking around Chefchaouen, seeing the sights. And in the middle of the old Medina, there's this little aqueduct that runs. And it's fresh water from the mountains. I'll just pan around. It's fresh water from the mountains, and it eventually goes down to a square where people wash carpets and things like that, and they'll hang them down here. But there's also a spot where the gentleman is standing where you can get fresh spring water from the mountains. So he's filling up some jugs, and he's going to use that for drinking. I'm just going to walk up and show you some of the sights here. It's a very, very interesting place. As we continue our walk around Chefchaouen, just looking up at the mountains is one of the sentinels at the corner. And these mountains here, our guide tells us that on Mondays, the Berbers will come across the mountain. They live on the other side of the mountain, and they will come here in the market, and they will sell their fruits, vegetables. Still walking around Chefchaouen. Here is a washing station where locals would come to do their laundry. Look up in the mountains. Here you can see the ladies doing the washing. We're going to head up in there and go inside the old Medina. So we're still walking. This gate here is the entrance to the old Medina, and we're going to go through there, and I'll do some more filming in there. He's still walking around the old Medina in Chefchaouen. Here's a typical alleyway. All the colors, the colorful pots, the blue walls. It's Friday morning, so it's not very busy at all. Again, you know, the blue that we expect to see. Very, very interesting and clean looking. And here is an olive tree, like right in the middle of the Medina. And this tree is about 400 years old. Still walking through the Medina in Chefchaouen. Again, these typical alleys. There's another one up in here. Again, another one of these typical alleys. See, there's another family in here taking pictures. I'll swing around the other way. And here's another one of these cool alleyways. See grapes up in the a little canopy of grapes. Here's one of the more popular stairways that you see in Chefchaouen. Probably seen it a few times on YouTube or Insta. More of the Blue City. Interesting little alleyways. Check that out. Isn't that neat? See the mountains in the background. And we come across this tiny house in the Medina. Just this narrow little house. As we continue our journey around Chefchaouen, look down the alleyways and see all the things there are to see. We're now entering Houta Square, and you can see the mountains up in the background behind the square. This would be a place where people would come to trade. And now there's lots of restaurants and things around it. But yeah, there's the mountains in the background of Houta Square. Hey, we're still walking around, and we come across a community oven. He has baked goods for sale. He's kind enough to let us video inside, so let's go in and take a look at the community oven. So people would bring their goods here to be baked, and he bakes them. He's baking some bread right now. Community oven in Chefchaouen. We're now coming into the Spanish Square, and you can hear in the background a sermon being given. Directly in front is the Kasbah, and it was built by Portuguese prisoners. So I'm just going to pan over towards the mosque where the sermon is being given. And there it is. Some worshippers outside the Spanish Square. This is the Kasbah. Let's do a spin around here, and you can see the sides. So we just stopped for a bite to eat at restaurant Hisham here in the Medina. We're sitting up on their balcony with views of the Kasbah. You should be able to still hear the sermon, the prayer going on at the mosque. And here's a view of the mountains. Like, how crazy is that? It's such a beautiful place. Everybody should come to Chefchaouen. We're on our way up to the Spanish mosque. It's way up on the hill, but on our way I thought I would stop and take a view of the city down below, the Medina area. Quite nice. Spin around. There's the Spanish mosque way up there. So we finished our journey up. So we were down there at the old Medina, and we walked all the way along that path there. All the way up through here. And up there. Sorry, I'm a bit winded. I'm fat. Give me a break. There's the mountains. Spin around here. So we're here. We're up at the Spanish mosque. No one uses this mosque. They say it's because it was built by the Spanish, not the people of Morocco. I think it's because of the crippling climb to get here. But we're here. So we're sitting up at the Spanish mosque, looking over the town. There's lots of people up here, so you get lots of voices in the background. And we're here to watch the sunset. As you can see, it's just about set. Pretty spectacular view way up here. The climb was definitely worth the view. Hey there, we're continuing our Chefchaouen adventure. We have our guide from Chefchaouen Adventures, Mohammed, with us today, and we're in Talasamtan National Park. I'll just do a panel around, and there's a lot of wind. Sorry about that. But here's a panel. Talasamtan Park. Just arrived in Akchour, parked the car, and about to take a walk into the park to go see God's Bridge. There's the view. Let's take a walk. So we just started on the trail now to head off to God's Bridge. This is what it looks like. There's a few little places along the way to see. We're carrying along on our hike to the God's Bridge, and just stopping to show some of the amazing scenery. There's Michelle and our guide Mohammed. We're crossing over a sketchy bridge. Michelle's killing it, but I'm not so sure I'm not going to get wet. But we'll see if I'm a little bit grumpier when I get to the other side. Hiking to God's Bridge is a bit of an adventure. Hold on, everybody. Just continuing our hike down to God's Bridge. We're hiking along the shore of the river right now. We're in this big gorge. It's very impressive walking along the edge. I know this is going to start getting boring, but I mean, come on, man. Look at this as we hike along this river in Morocco. Morocco is, I mean, it's deserts, and then it's this stuff. It's just unbelievable. As we hike along the trail, we come across this bridge. This one looks a bit sketchy to me. Also, you'll notice like little cafes along the way. Nobody's here because it's no longer tourist season. But yeah, I might be getting wet on this one. We're continuing our hike through the park and down in the valley on our way to God's Bridge. And there it is. This is the God's Bridge that we hiked through this amazing valley to see. All created by water erosion, so in this valley, water would have carved this out. We're on our way back from God's Bridge, and we're going across a sketchy bridge, but we had to stop here because somewhere up there, there's a monkey throwing rocks at us. Bad monkey, bad monkey. Ready? Good luck, everybody. And she does it. This is on the way back from God's Bridge. We took a little detour, and yeah, it's a neat little spot where waterfalls are. And there's another one up there. Hey there, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. We're standing in front of Porta Azul, getting ready to take our trip back to Rabat. It's about 4 and a bit hours. And fantastic time. You guys saw a lot of the footage, but thought we should reach out and say a big thank you to Aziz here at Porta Azul. Probably some of the best customer service we've ever received in any hotel. So thanks to Aziz, and also thanks to Chefchaouen Tours, Mohammed for yesterday's trek into Akchour and to God's Bridge, and to Newman for our trip into the Medina. So thanks for watching. Hope you'll come watch again. And remember, kind is cool. Cheers.